This is part 13 of We Spread by Ian Reid. So now, the story is picking up. So Shelly leaves Penny alone in her room after dropping that ball on her about the pan flip. Shelly turns to Penny, flicks out her room light, and leaves. Penny is left alone in the dark in her room, alone with her thoughts. All she could do is go to bed. Penny was able to fall asleep, but she didn't stay asleep for very long. She woke up in the middle of the night, thirsty, sweaty. She didn't feel too well. She felt kind of shaky, so she got up and she went downstairs to look for some water. But when she got down there's something that was off and she needed to investigate. So when she got downstairs, immediately she's like, I gotta check on that railing. So she went around to the front door, and where she put that first mark on the railing, she wanted to see if it was still there. Lo and behold, there were many scratches. Lots of them. Hundreds of scratches all up and down the handrail. From her. Her brain hurt. Her memories are scrambled. She doesn't know what's real anymore. She began to panic. She turned around and she's like, the basement door is open. The basement door. When was there a basement in this house? So she's like, oh, I gotta check this out. It was pitch black down there. She began to descend the creaky steps down to this creepy basement that she can't remember was ever there. Now she got to the bottom, there was a couple rooms with open doors, and she peeked inside, and there was on the floor, filling the floor of one of the bedrooms, an empty, unfinished bedroom, was these pillowcases full of something. So she opened up each pillowcase to find wads of hair. All the hair that Shelly had cut in the pillowcase in the basement. She opened up another pillowcase and it was full of fingernail clippings, littered the floor. There was just hundreds of full pillowcases all over the floors. Penny dropped the bag in full shock and she heard this soft groan coming from the other bedroom. She immediately went to investigate and she saw in this darkened room a soft lamp illuminated a figure laying on this bed. There were humidifiers everywhere. It was a soft UV lamp down there, and it was Hilbert laying on this bed. When was the last time she saw Hilbert? She didn't remember. It feels like it's been forever. He looked awful. He was laying shirtless on this bed, surrounded by this soft light, and the fungus was growing out of his chest, out of his skin. The raised bumps looked horrendous. She rushed to his side and woke Hilbert up. She wanted to know what was going on, but all Hilbert could do was whisper things that he wanted to say to her. There's still more work to do. There is so much more work to do. She wants us to keep working every day, to keep working, to be more productive. She wants us to produce and keep working, but I'm tired and it's all a lie and I'm exhausted and I just want to die. All she wants is more time. She wants us to keep producing to make more time for her. She wants to live forever, but I'm tired. This is hell. Making time to be productive. This is hell. Living here any longer is hell. Penny wasn't really sure what he was rambling on about, but she had a general idea. She knew she was right all along, that Shelly was up to something. So all Penny could do was hug Hilbert and tell him, I'll help you all. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to help you guys. We got to get you out of here. And she gave him a quick hug, went back upstairs, took a sip of water, put on her noise-canceling headphones, and tried to go back to sleep. She was woken suddenly, hearing beeping. She woke up to see her arm hooked up to an IV. When did that get there? She rips out the needle from the IV, quickly patched her arm real quick, and she noticed that this cord on the IV snaked all the way out of her room. She thought that was weird, so she got up and followed the cord all the way through the hallway, leading all the way up the stairs into Shelly's room, where there was 4 more cords going up to Shelly's room. Penny snuck her way all the way upstairs, and she went to Shelly's bedroom door, which was cracked open, that allowed the 4 cords to snake in, and she heard the muffled voices of Jack and Shelly. Jack whispered, "You're looking better now." I feel better. I thought it was going to be easier with Penny, since she's the last one. I know. Me too. Penny's heard enough. She turned and she crept back to her room. And when she got in her room, she looked out her window. And she kind of noticed that the trees never change outside. If she's been there for years, she's never seen the trees change. And she noticed a small corner of her window that was slightly reflective. She starts poking at this little reflective piece and peels off the fake trees. It was a picture. It was just a print of the outside pasted on the window. And she saw through this window a familiar carpet. It was a hallway. She was looking into the hallway of the vacant apartment that was right next to hers back home. Everything she knew was a lie. And Jack came up behind her and grabbed her.